Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for bout number 6 between Fabien Gallinaro and Tanvir Boora.
My name is Fabien Gallinaro. I'm from France, Marseille. My team is FK, and I will fight for the belt. It's my first time being here, so I'm really excited. I don't know much about my opponent, but I think he's a tough guy, and it's gonna be over. Yeah.
My name is Tanvir. I'm representing the DFC and VN team from Gravesend, and I'm fighting Fabien Gallinaro for the lightweight faking title. My opponent, what I know about my opponent is he's from France. He's had 3 wins, 1 loss, I think, and yeah, that's all. No footage, nothing.
I train really hard for this fight because this is a belt. It's a good opportunity, I think. So I'm really excited. My prediction, maybe a KO because I will stand up and fight hard. Yeah.
The fact that I'm fighting for a title fight's a long time coming. I've been training for a long time now. It's my 5th, 6th year training. I've been competing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for God knows how long now. I've won English titles, British titles, European titles, and now I've come to MMA. I've had my first semi-pro fight a year ago, won that, and then since then I've had 4 other fights, 1 loss on my record. Now, a year later after my debut, I'm fighting for the title. Prediction, I think 2nd round TKO. I think I'll take him down ground and pound or stand up and knock him out.
I hope you enjoyed the show and it's going to be a good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Fabien Gallinaro. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, Tanvir Boora. and gentlemen, this fight is for the vacant amateur lightweight title. 3 times 4-minute rounds. And in the blue corner, all the way from France, fighting out of Team FKA, he stands 1 meter 75 centimeters and weighs in at 69.8 kilograms. He's an all-round fighter with a record of 2 wins, 1 loss, no draws. He is Fabien Gallinaro. And his opponent for the title. In the red corner, fighting out of DFC and VN team, he weighed in at 70.2 kilograms and stands at 1 meter 73 centimeters. He's an all-round fighter with a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, no draws. He is Tanvir!
This title bout was brought to you by Building Plastics for You. And we have Tanvir from DFC. And we have Gallinaro from France. This is going to be a very interesting fight.
This is going to be very explosive, of course. Both guys are pumped and ready to go.
Gallinaro looks like he's a southpaw, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. This could change things up a little. It's difficult dealing with the southpaw. Very difficult.
And they're coming straight aggressive with the takedown there.
Great takedown.
And this place literally erupted when his back hit the mat there.
This is real high-paced. You know, they need to...
They're exchanging blows.
They're using up a lot of nervous energy here. Like this whole scramble, they said they need to slow it down. They said they're both just going to they're going to use up a lot of nervous energy. Tanvir being very clever there and picking up on his opponent, taking him back to his corner. You know, that's a great little tactic to do because he can just hear his corner very, very clearly. And Fabien cannot hear his. Unless Fabien has very good English, he won't actually understand what the corner is saying either. So this is an interesting little position. What do you think?
I think it's good that Tanvir is taking him over. It's slowing the pace of the fight down. And now Fabien's back to his feet. But starting to clinch and tie him up. He's going to start tiring him out. But it's good to slow the pace of the fight down because that was a fiery start, Paul.
That was very, very explosive. They just came out, met in the centre and went for it first. A good sort of 30 seconds to a minute. And, you know, this has got the crowd pumped, Paul. You know, we're now starting to get sort of a little bit into the fight now. They're finding their feet. That's 2 great takedowns from Tanvir in this round, and he's pinning his opponent up against the cage.
Yeah, Tanvir's worked well here to get the takedowns twice so far. A single leg this second time, and he's looking to just control, lay his weight on top of him a little bit, and just tire him out.
Yeah, that's you know, and it's a good. That's quite a good tactic to do with such an explosive guy like Fabien. You know, try and slow him down, try and style him out a little, and wear him out. This is a very tiring part of the game if Fabien is literally.
Fabien's doing actually a very good job here of scooting his bum back to the cage, keeping himself sat up, pushing down on the head of Tanvir. Tanvir, he's got the body lock and he's pulling him away. The referee's asking for action.
Yeah, the guard position, if you're not working hard enough, the referee will stand about. There we go. They found a way up and back to the centre.
And Tanvir's got a little mouse underneath his left eye. But they are slugfesting it, Paul. And another takedown.
I'll be honest, I don't see this going the distance, do you?
No, if it does, they are going to be absolutely dead at the end of it.
And we're back in guard, I said. Tanvir maybe needs to posture up here. This is a great position for him to maybe posture and look for a pass, but maybe work his...
The only problem Tanvir would have with posturing up here is that Fabien looks quite explosive on the bottom. He's so aimless to get up. He's not looking to submit at all. He's so aimless to get back to his feet. So Tanvir has to keep this body lock on him just to keep him grounded. But the guard is wide open. There is a chance he could pass here.
Even just a pass to half guard, that would open up an offensive for Tanvir. It's kind of very 50-50 here.
Yeah, I think jumping on his feet now would be the right thing to do because Fabien's got nowhere to go with the cage behind him.
Pushing his hips forward and start landing down some shots maybe. And that's the end of the first round.
So with the first round over, Tanvir with his arms raised. He's thinking he's got this one. And he's got a lot of support here as well and a lot of belief. Paul, who do you think took that first round?
Personally, I think Tanvir took it. He's taken a bit of damage, you know, but both of the guys have. But Tanvir managed to get, 2-3 takedowns there. But Fabien has worked hard, and from the bottom, and he's caught Tanvir in the exchange. So that was a really, really positive first round for both fighters.
Yeah, I mean they've used a lot of energy. You can see Fabien is blowing a little bit. Tanvir's blowing a little bit. Tanvir's got the mouse underneath his left eye, which could cause some problems. But we'll have to see in this next round.
And we're ready for round two.
Let's see if it's a repeat of the first. I'm not surprised about Tanvir's ability to get Fabien down. At DFC, they have a fantastic team for groundwork there. And I know that Tanvir's been travelling to work on his wrestling. So I'm not surprised at all that he's managing to get this down to the floor. He's a strong young man. But Fabien definitely looks like he's got the experience to be nice and comfortable in his exchanges. Yeah,
absolutely. Tanvir's obviously seen that in the first round, like in the first exchange, and he's playing to his strengths, which is signs of a maturing fighter. So then once again, Fabien gets to his feet.
It's another huge takedown. And the thing is, Paul, this is what I'm saying to you about with this wrestling, these takedowns. This is exactly what the judges are seeing. The judges are seeing that he is manhandling and getting Fabien on the floor, and that's exactly what you want to show to the judges, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You need to prove that you are dominating. And let's be fair, Tanvir is dominating this. He's just got the mount position. So where do we go from here?
And he's raining down those bombs. Fabien doing a great job there of just controlling the wrist. Got to be careful not to grab the glove. But he's doing a great job of trapping that arm, just stopping him landing in more shots.
And we're back up again. I wonder if Tanvir's just going to end up taking him down.
He's done a good job to get back to his feet here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's kind of like we said, Paul, this is taking a lot of energy. Yeah. And these takedown attempts are going to take a lot of energy as well.
He's quite ruthless with them, isn't he? There we go, another takedown. Now Tanvir's kind of fell into like a half guard here, which is great for him. If he kind of works up the body of Fabien, he can really start laying down shots. If he pushes him up against the cage as well.
Fabien here is locked on a Kimura.
Oh, that's interesting.
He's locked on this Kimura here. This could spell some problems for Tanvir. But the thing is, Tanvir is an experienced blue belt underneath Valmir Neto. So you know that his ground game is going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. I said you can see Valmir Neto there just telling him just to relax, just to sit there. It's not Tanvir's job to work now. He can just sit and relax. It's not causing him any bother at all.
No, like you said, I mean, he's got the takedown, he's worked to get him down. He can start to recuperate a little bit here. He has obviously got to be careful of that arm, which looks like it's now becoming a little bit free, but as he's looking to hold on to that leg, Fabien is going back to the wrist control, which he has got.
He's still keeping the pressure on. Fabian's kind of lost his grip over with his left leg that he originally had. I said Tanvir's literally he's just sitting. There we go. The referee standing up. That was well done by Tanvir, just relaxing and sitting in that position. And there we go again. Beautiful takedown once again.
He's getting that ankle pick. He's pushing him up against the cage, picking his ankle. He's doing a great job of just controlling his opponent here. Fabien, he's okay in this position, sat up against the cage. He can wall walk here. Great job standing up on the feet and trying to pull his legs away from the cage. In turn, then putting Fabien onto his back. Yeah. Tanvir, he's just doing a perfect job of basic wrestling.
Yeah,
wrestle,
absolutely.
take down, sit on top, and pray it out. It's what we talk about, lay and pray.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great game plan for this type of fighter.
Yeah. It's not pretty to watch.
It's not pretty.
But it's effective.
It is effective. I said, Fabien has gone back to his corner. To me, he's 2 rounds down.
Yeah.
He's really got to come up, but he looks tired. Tanvir is obviously tired as well. But the grappling has taken it a lot out of Fabien. But he's still in this fight. We've still got another round to go.
What do you think Fabien's corner is going to be telling him right now?
Maybe maybe trying to even shock Tanvir, take him down. Instead of going for the big shots, maybe look at taking Tanvir down. But then there's taking people down and there's taking people down.
What do you think Tanvir's corner is going to be saying to him right now?
His corner, do exactly the same job as what you've done in the first 2 rounds. He's done fantastic.
And we're now set for round 3, third and final round.
And here we go, facing off, centre of the cage.
Tanvir switched to southpaw as well.
Oh, lovely. Beautiful 1-2 from Tanvir. Now he's switched back to orthodox. That's a great...
He's showing that he can fight from any...
Yeah, beautiful right hand again. Now he's working his stand-up. This is good to see. Beautiful jab.
See what Fabien has got a jaw of blooming steel, hasn't he?
Absolutely. He took some heavy shots there and he just seemed to brush them off and come straight back at Tanvir. And now we're back in the kind of clinch with Tanvir looking for the takedown.
Fabien doing a good job here, looking for the switch reversal with a single. I mean, he's underhooked on Tanvir's right arm, which is going to be creating a bit of pressure. But I mean, fantastic movement. Tanvir used his head to push to his left to sit Fabien straight down.
Yes.
And now again, we're in this lay and pray position.
But it seems to be working. Really seems to be working. I said, dealing with a fighter like Fabien, this is probably the best game plan that they could have with him. He seems like a dangerous stand-up guy.
I tell you what, this is what's separating and evolving the sport, isn't it? Where people look at this and they see cage fighting and they think, it's barbaric and all this like a street fight. This is where you're seeing that actually someone is implementing a game plan like any other sport would.
Absolutely. They would have maybe done their homework. You can tell that that Fabien is a great striker. As I said, and look at there, he's just taken Tanvir down. That was probably his best opportunity there as well.
I mean, Tanvir in the closed guard here, looking to control the arms and his posture. Look, he's hugging around the head.
All he can do is
his legs up.
Just maybe stall him. Just keep him stalled. All he can do is just tie him up, stall him. Fabien looks very tired. He's not kind of posturing. He's not looking to pass. It's just kind of sit in the guard and punch.
Tanvir's got a very slick ground game, and I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing some armbar attempts being chucked up or triangles.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a great level blue belt under Valmir Neto, and but he's doing good here. He's just like I said, he's just tying him up. He's kind of staying relaxed, just waiting for. I think he just wants to get stood up. constantly looking for that overhook. He's just tying him up, just wearing him down. He's taking a few little punches, but they're not hurting him. You know, he's giving a few back of his own now. He's, this is an impressive performance by both guys.
I think Fabien really needs to work now. I mean, he is two rounds behind in my books, and he really does need to work here. He needs to either stand up. That's it. The ref stood him up.
There we go. Yeah, the ref stood him up.
But he needs to go hell for leather now. He needs to throw everything at him, including the kitchen sink.
Left hand. Yeah, absolutely.
Fabien looking for that one heavy straight.
Just that one big shot.
Tanvir relentless, and that relentlessness
has
paid off. He's just taken him down, sat him back on the
massively.
ground, and that's exactly what the judges are seeing.
This is a great game plan set by Tanvir and the team from DFC.
He's really implicated his wrestling. He's forced his will upon Fabien, basically.
Absolutely. He's like I said, he's worked to his strengths, and it's going to pay off for him. For me, he's won this. And to end the
finish
fight
off with some shots, and that's it.
To end the fight in that position, I think that's a good sign of respect to both fighters there. That was a good fight. I enjoyed that.
It was a very good fight. Tanvir implicated a very good strategy, wrestling. He used it very, very well. Fabien, he was very explosive at the beginning, and he could have caused some big problems, and was causing big problems. I mean, look at Tanvir. He hasn't just come out with no marks on him. He has a mouse underneath his left eye, so there's a bit of damage there.
Absolutely. But you're going to take that going into a title fight. They're both going to be hungry. And that was a really good fight, a really, really good fight.
Do you know what? Great show of respect at the end there. Like I was saying, these guys, look, they give it everything they've got for the time that they've got in there.
Absolutely.
Their aim is to beat the hell out of each other.
Absolutely. And after that, then shake hands.
And then to go and shake hands, say thank you.
It's good to see. It's good to see.
It's great to see, and let's see if the judges have seen it how you and myself have seen it. And we will hand you over to Dan Downer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. With scores of 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28, a unanimous decision, and new lightweight champion, Tanvir Boora.
Okay, first things first. Could I talk to Fabien? Fabien. That was a fantastic fight. You came out so explosive. Great footwork. Super power in your hands. How are you? I know you're probably a little bit down about that, but that was a great fight to watch. We sat there and we were both saying how great this is to see.
Yeah, it was great. He has a good takedown, good game plan. I did what I could, but that's it. It was better. I will train harder. We will see maybe next time.
Okay, that's great. As I said, I believe like literally as I walked over, Cameron's talking to your corner going, April, we want you back April. I think that the Killacam crowd would love to see you back here in April again, fighting on this show. That was so entertaining. Thank you so much. Now then. How are you, sir? Our new lightweight champion, Tanvir Boora. That was fantastic. That was a well-drilled game plan by your corner.
That was fantastic. Now, we kind of done a little bit of homework. He's a good striker. Very, very good. Now, for you to come in and literally use basic wrestling and jiu-jitsu to counter it, superb. Really, really mature for a fighter of your age.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to all my teammates, my sponsors, R&R Stationery and Munro, Diamond Drilling. Thanks to all my coaches, my teammates are there every single day. All my fans, my family, my mum and dad. Make sure everything happens for me. Make sure I've got a roof on my head. Make sure I've got this belt around my waist. Thank you to Jeff, my grappling dummy, who takes all my headshots from ground and pound every single day in the gym. Jeff, just thank you to Killacam, thank you to Cameron for the opportunity. Thank you to my opponents who come all the way over from France to give me this fight. Very good, I respect you a lot, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So what's next for you? What's next on Tanvir Borja's plan of action?
I'm going to come back and defend my belt, come back, defend this one, go on to another show, take another belt, get my name bigger and bigger till I turn pro, and then I'll be the UFC champion. I promise you that. Mark my word today, I'm going to be the UFC champion. In the next 5 years, I'm going to have the UFC belt around my waist, just like I got this one today. Thank you to everyone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your new lightweight champion, Tanvir!